Relationships are the color of life, and we have to work significantly at these so that our life turns out to be really vibrant and colorful. Otherwise, beyond a certain point, the dullness, the close to black and whites, the close to grays of your life will start bothering you. Now, when it comes to your connection and dealing with people, think about it that, if in one moment you were very useful for somebody, will they remember you? Yes, they will. If you were nice to somebody, treated somebody well, will they remember you? Yes, they will remember you. And now compound this over a relationship. If over relationships that you have at home with friends and otherwise, if you were to continue being good to them, continue contributing to their lives, what happens then? That remembrance compounds and you become cherished. So if you carry positive narratives about relationships and people in your life, you will be positive, you will be contributive to them, and you will be cherished by them. So change your stories about relationships, be a cherished person. But on the other hand, if you carry negative narratives about relationship, there is a very different scenario that emerges. Now look at the need in us as human beings to control others, to have power over others, to have others be submissive to us, to listen to us, to dance to our tunes, to fulfill our expectations. If our stories are negative about people and others, whether it is specific stories about a certain person or it is general stories about people in general, our actions and behaviors will become even more compounded in terms of trying to control, subjugate, manipulate, deceive others. Remember, people are not to be fixed in life. And that fixing, that we need to fix others, we need to repair others, we need to control others, we need to channelize others. These are all narratives that are coming from the negative stories that we carry in our life. And that will only make us like a madman or a madwoman trying to do what nobody can, which is control others. A better approach to life is have positive narratives in your head, and there are 6 powerful positive narratives which will make people love being with you, spend time with you, and contribute. And definitely, if you practice these, it will also send away negative people from your space because they will not be able to stand the positive approach that you take towards life. And when you don't react to them, they will leave for good. The first of these stories is the story of being a witness, where you say that I am a witness to everything in life. I see others. I see the path that they are taking. I see what they are doing in life and with their lives in peace. Because I am a witness, I don't get engaged to try and fix them. I am not here to rescue others. I am not here to judge others. I am not here to prosecute others. I am not here to react that, oh, that one is unwell, I need to take care of them, or that is this, or that is that, or I need to get these people to do well, etc. The focus of what you're doing as a witness is just watch and learn and be available to others in case they ask for you to be available. As a witness, you are seeing how the world is, how people are, how their path is, and observing and internalizing the reality of why you have been given certain relationships in your life. If you have a certain set of parents or a partner or children or a spouse or or people at work, bosses, or a business to handle, or you are born in a certain area or dealing with a certain kind of issue, a witness learns why is it that we have been given something in life. The witness hands over to the nourisher. And this is where, like I said, in case people in your life need your help and you and they agree that it's within your power to do this, then you love and support them unconditionally. And in a way that uplifts them, uplifts you, and uplifts the relationship, not controlling. There are so many times that the moment we start nourishing or helping others, we also have the desire that only positive will happen, positive conclusions will happen, others will get better, they will get through, or we will succeed, or we will get grace, or we will get something in return. And all of that becomes a very manipulative game. The nourisher's game is that of love and support unconditionally within boundaries, to the extent that it is practical to do something. And that nourisher maintains those boundaries because of the next powerful story that you tell yourself, that you are here not just as a nourisher of others in your life, but you're also a receiver. A receiver who also has boundaries, where a receiver is not dependent on others in his or her life, where a receiver is not trying to extract the maximum from others. The receiver is not a net taker from others, but a receiver is someone who believes in the worthiness to be loved and to be supported. Just like a nourisher story is that you will love and support others in your life, the receiver story is that you are worthy of being loved, you are worthy of being supported, and you accept what you get within boundaries. And also, if someone doesn't understand you, you create that understanding. Not have irrational expectations, but create that understanding. All of these are important stories that we need to tell ourselves, and actions that we need to take. Now, as you go through these first three stories of being a witness, being a nourisher, and being a receiver, it's also important for you to tell yourself another story, that whichever space you are in, whether at work or in family, you also have to play the harmonizer. And this is where you continuously tell yourselves that you need to hold the space for everyone, not occupy the whole space. Many of us expand so much in the space that we are in that we forget to hold the space for others. We don't give space to others. There is no concept of allowing them to grow and be nurtured. Our presence isn't calm. So a harmonizer tells themselves the story that hold the space for others, have a calming presence, have anchoring values in life. In fact, you should anchor values and joy and peace in the space that you are in, no matter what others are going through, no matter what the situation is, no matter what you are going through. Always anchor the space for everybody. Make space. Be present, but make space. And as you perfect the harmonizer role, a parallel story that you need to have is that of a believer. A believer in life knows that only the real and the right will remain. So no matter what relationships you have, whether it is the friends that you have or the workplace that you have, or it's a spouse or children, you need to know that if the relationship needs to stay in your life, it will. I many times say this to myself and to others, that people come into your life for a reason, or for a season, or a lifetime. When the reason or the season or the lifetime exhausts, people will leave your life. Now, you will only know all of this when the reason has passed, or the season has passed, or the lifetime has passed. But for that, you need to believe that only the real and the right in your life will remain. And that also helps you understand that you should not become an artificial respirator for a relationship which you know doesn't belong, which you know you are in a one-sided way keeping alive. And don't expect others also to do this. So be there, be very clear of this part, that you need to be a believer, because only a believer can be a relinquisher, which means if a relationship has exhausted its utility, which means if you, others, or the context has outgrown you or the others, then a relinquisher will let go of that relationship very, very respectfully. As much as it's important for us to choose, nurture, and build our relationship, there are times when to a friend, to a workplace, to a spouse, or to some other connections, you have to learn to say, thank you, but I am going to choose to keep myself away from this, or I am going to see you walk away and do that very respectfully. So also tell yourselves the relinquisher story, that I need to learn to let go of people. Another form of this is realizing then when somebody is terminally ill in our life, or if somebody is growing old and it's time for them to go, making peace with that. There are so many people in this world who are keeping people who are ill and absolutely terminally ill or old in their life artificially alive by pumping them with medicines and critical treatments. They never ask. They say, oh, we can't give up. What is it? And when you see this, when you see the motive behind what is happening, the motives are very selfish. And that's where this relinquisher story is so critical in your mind, so that you choose the right reasons to let go of others, let go of relationships. Do these 6 things, tell yourselves these 6 stories, take action on these 6 stories, and you will see how your relationships will flourish and everybody around you will cherish you in your life.